Alrighty guys, we are live, we are back, and it is Thursday fight night. Before I go on to talk about the goodies, of course I got to introduce the return of my good friend. He is the fish to my pie. Fish, welcome back.
Jacko, how's it going? Yeah. It's new card day, technically.
Card day, yeah. So what is special about tonight's fight night?
We are doing our final chance pre-release.
Yes, that's right. Last chance pre-release. So we've got some goodies for you. All the new cards coming in, fresh for you guys to see today. We did a little pre-release on Saturday, so I got a bit of an idea of what's good and what to expect. We'll be going over to our table cam where two of our boys are going to be opening their kits so you can see fresh their pools and a bit of the mentality as to how they go into deck building. So we're going to go over to Gameplay Live and we're going to give them the thumbs up, and they are good to go. So Fish, who have we got opening boxes for us today?
So we've got our top cut from Materia, Paul McAvoy, a returning champ of the channel. I think he filled in for me last week. And we've got Adam the Stagman. And it sounds like someone's already pulled something mighty interesting.
I think Cloutman's just pulled a full out Shinryu. I think people thought it was an Estinian, so everyone went nuts, but not to be.
Paul straight away following on with the full outs.
That's the box topper.
I'm also opening along with them, guys, because I missed Saturday, so...
Yeah, Fish has got his box, so if Fish gets anything good, we will be sharing it with you. And Mateus is a nice card. Oh, very nice from Adam, that Xenos. So I played in the pre-release on the weekend, and removal, as is always the case with Final Fantasy pre-releases, removal is very strong in a sealed format. So this Xenos, a lot of people playing it, putting in work.
Man, I'd love to see that Chocobo in full art. That Chocobo is stunning artwork. Paul making the Turks look alive there. I think he's... do you reckon he'll go that way? I reckon he will.
I think so. If you can get enough of these Turks, they are strong. They are strong.
God.
So full out mirror, full out legends popping off over here. Someone's pulled a mirror, someone's pulled a Shinryu. So we've asked the boys on the stream to try and lay out the cards for us so we can get a bit of an idea as to what goes into the mentality of deck building for pre-release formats. So
throw cards together is usually my
plan. So I played on the weekend and it was Sam Griffiths and I in the final game, and we both played very similar element combinations.
Let me guess, both had ice in them.
No, both playing Earth Lightning, a lot of removal.
I am shocked.
Yeah, that new Ignis was putting in work.
I think that's my favourite card.
And then Ramza. Ramza was serious player MVP of the weekend. Just getting a crystal and being able to have haste and then remove something when it kill something when it gets put in the break zone was really strong in what was a 2 CP body. Especially didn't need to lose the crystal or anything, you just needed to own it. So yeah, excellent card that was. But yeah, Sam took the win. Had a really nice combo with Antlion and the new Noctis, which I really struggled to deal with. So yeah, a lot of fun on the weekend. So Earth Lightning seemed to be the strongest deck, or that's what we felt with the cards we pulled. Both of us ran that Estinian. We both pulled it.
Of course you did. No, not a full card. I'm guessing no.
Oh no. I probably wouldn't be here. I'd probably be on holiday in Ibiza if I pulled that full out.
Yeah, I've seen some people already chucking them up for like 800 quid. I think that's going to be mental if it goes for that. But
so looking at the way it's laid out, nothing too crazy for Paul. He has got the Noctis, which I think is strong. A couple of Mateus could be powerful here.
Oh, he does like a Barrett in his FF7, though, does Paul. I think Adam might lean towards Scions. He's always been a huge fan of the Scion.
Oh, foil Mateus. I will be trading that straight off Adam.
If he lets you.
Well, he was looking for my promo Alice, so...
Oh, okay. So I told you he wants the Scions.
I know, he does. He's always been a big Scion player. Oh, wow. And then sick pull from Fish. Pulling the full art Setzer off camera. That is a stunning card.
Oh, yes. That is beautiful. And I know there's a few ice players, nudge Sam Jacko, who wants a full art Setzer.
I'm eyeing that up already. That is a stunning card that I will be trying my best to get off you, because that is gorgeous. Right, Paul praying for the last pack. He pulled a full art lock in his final pack of his pre-release kit on the weekend.
So you got a set of
I think he's just got a foil setter.
Yeah.
Not happy with the kit.
Boo.
Thumbs down, but that's what you get when you pull a full art lock in your first kit. I know, tears, but Paul, you can dry your tears with a full art lock.
Someone's not bitter at all, are they?
Absolutely not. Still reeling, still having nightmares about it. All these players around me pulling the full art 6 cards that I want. So let's see what Paul thinks he wants to do for his kit here. He's got the Kefka foil, but unfortunately I don't think he pulled any of the Warring Triad. He did get an Estinian. That card is strong.
Has he got enough Scions to make it worth it, though?
He's got a Noctis in there. Let's see if he can make a good... He's got the makings of a good Earth Lightning deck. Pulled the lock, Adam. Very nice. Has he got anything to pair with it?
Adam's got a shiny, was it a spiked hedgehog or something like that?
Yeah, hedgehog pie, I think it is.
The one.
Hedgehog pie. So let's get a bit of an insight into the deck building from these players then. So laying everything out in elements, trying to get an idea of what ratios they've got. So sometimes you pull these really good cards. So I pulled a lot of nice ice stuff on the weekend, but unfortunately I only pulled 3 ice backups in my kit, so I couldn't play any of it. So Paul counting out his backups here. Some nice pulls from Fish off stream. He's got a couple of legends there.
Yeah, I'll take 3 legends. I got Tifa. Is it Tifa? I got the Demon on the full art setter.
Yeah, and the Fiend. So 3 legends: the Fiend, the Demon, Tifa, and the full art set. So let's have a look at that card again. That is absolutely stunning. Look at those. Yeah.
Warring Triad. I almost got all 3.
Nearly. Did you get a Kefka?
I didn't.
What deck do you think we could make with yours? I mean, I feel like you're already in a good place. You've got 3 strong legends that are strong in a box. You pulled the Ignis, which I think is two Ignises. So I think we've got the makings of a strong Earth deck here with that Tifa.
Yeah. To be honest, I would just chuck all the biggest things in there and play them on the board. That's usually how I won the last pre-release. So.
Yeah. What else have you got? Yeah. So I think you got some. I think you got the makings of a good Earth deck in there.
Yeah. I mean, got a couple of Gigases, 1 shiny.
Geneva Dreamy, though, unfortunately, bit of a brick in this format unless you can get a second one.
Wicked Mask is quite nice, though.
Very nice, very good cards. The Ifrit as well, strong.
Yeah.
You got.
Shiny.
I definitely think you could be making an Earth Fire in your deck.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Paul's having a similar think about playing Fire cards. So he's got the Arden, which again can be very strong. He's got 2 of that Warrior of Light, which I was a big fan of. This Warrior of Light. This is the one that lets you reveal the top 4 cards of your deck and cast one of the cards.
For those who are wondering why Jackal went awful quiet there, is just because he immediately found the full art setter.
Just admiring.
The table raised a little bit.
Yeah, my pants got shorter all of a sudden. Right, so Paul having a think here. So I think he likes the look of Fire. I'm with him on that. The Palom is very good. He's got the Samurai backup. Mont Blanc was excellent as well. He's got a Ramsar in there. If he can make a Fire Lightning deck, Sephiroth was actually quite strong in the sealed format, as is often the case with removal just being very good.
I know Paul, one of his biggest wants from this set was the Tifas for Fire, and it doesn't look like he's got any of them.
Yeah, so Paul eyeing up, I think he has to play Lightning cards because he's got the Estinian. I think it's too good not to play. So the question is, can he go 2 colour or can he go 3 colour? So it's probably what he's trying to think up ratios wise. He's got a strong fire contingent, so that's a good start.
Looks like he's got a strong summon selection as well, which is quite nice.
Yeah, so I think...
It also looks like Adam might be leaning towards Fire here.
Yeah, I can see why. Fire felt good. Fire felt good to play on the weekend. Even things like Garland coming down as a big 9k Brave that often kills something on entry is real good value.
Well, that's it. You're always fine when you're doing a pre-release format. It's just big things are hard to deal with. I mean, obviously you're quite lucky you got the summon from Fire, which basically 1 CPA for it, deal 10k. Well, I mean, that's a great card. So
Yeah, picking out that Ramza. That Ramza is very good if he can get away with playing it. He's got a couple of ninja backups.
Yeah,
and he's got
crystals.
2 Ramzas. I think Paul should be thinking about playing lightning cards here.
Yeah.
He's got a few ways of getting crystals. He's got the Estinian, he's got the Ramza, and he's got the Palom, all feeding into that strategy. And don't sleep on this Sephiroth. A 7 CP enter the forward break is actually very good.
Adams could be in a good position here. He's got 2 of the crystal backups from Ice. He's got some decent looking forwards. Could get the Turks in
He's
it.
got a fair few Turks there. He's
Yeah.
got a couple
2 of
Rudes.
each.
He's got a Reno. I don't know if he got any Rufus. That is the legend of the set. So if he has,
It doesn't look like there's a...
it'll be very good.
Bless you.
Johnny as well. So I did this a couple of times on the weekend. Johnny being able to get a Cat 7 back from Break Zone. So the Sephiroth S effect is just a copy of Sephiroth, and he's got 2 Sephiroths there. So he will be able to break a forward across 3 or less. Again, showing the strength.
Is Paul thinking he might be able to get the soldiers going as well?
I don't know if there's any other soldiers this set though, so I don't know if the Angior will
The Zac
work.
is a legend, right?
There is the Zac, you're a good point, but I think it is a legend. Doesn't look like he pulled it. I like the look of his deck though, Paul. A lot of good cards in there. Nice backup ratios.
Can he stick to 2 colours? Does he have to muddy the waters?
The strength of staying to 2 colours. I think that was the big difference between Sam and I on the weekend. Was he was able to stick to just Earth, Lightning, whereas I had to splash in some fire cards. And although the fire cards were strong, the inconsistency of the 3 colours definitely came back to hurt me. But still, very much enjoyed it. Paul eyeing up those. He's got 2 Mateus. That is a strong card in and of itself. So if there's a way that he can maybe splash this in.
We also got joined by Kitty. So hey, bro.
Hey, Kitty, good to have you with us, man. Yeah, haven't missed too much so far. We're just getting a bit of insight into Paul and Adam and their deck building mentality for the pre-release. No major pulls. I think they both got some non-full legends, but no full arts for either of them. It seemed to be popping off around the place though. I heard shouts of a full art Shinryu, I heard shouts of a full art Mirror, so some cool pulls going down in the room.
I'm still not sure on the Cymru. I like the idea of searching for a card on a forward, but I just don't think that S effect is ever going to make a difference.
No, but I think it's very good in this sealed format where your good cards are hard to come by. So if you can play a card that searches you, you only pull 1 copy of the Estinian or the Xenos for Adam. Playing that Shinrai and be able to grab that 1 card that you're desperate for is really strong. But I agree. I'm not sure if I'm sold on it outside of this environment.
Yeah, it seems too easily breakable. It's nice that it could effectively be a 2 CP searcher card, which is great. But it feels like if you're that far behind already, you're probably in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so Adam's sleeving up some water shenanigans here.
Yeah, he likes to look at those cards. So, what's this whacker? I think it's the one that does damage.
Let's see if we can actually pull them up.
I think we've got the new card, so if you just search whacker, you might be able to get it up.
Maybe.
Let's have a look. Yeah, there it is. Let's get this whacker up. So he's
Boom.
pulled 3 of it, so he seems to be quite happy with it.
Let's have a nice bite.
So you just put 1 for each backup you control, so it's not limited to water backup, so that's good. And when it attacks, you may put 1 backup you control into the break zone. When you do so, choose 1 forward, deal it 8k. Nice little on attack removal. Could be a little slow.
I do want to know what's happening with the art at the top of the card though. Like he must have a full on hook for here.
Yeah, like a fish hook.
Yeah.
It's certainly a bold statement. I like the girl with the pearl earring stud he's got going on. So Paul seems to be quite happy. He's packing away a bunch of his cards, so he seems to be happy with the cards that he's going to be playing in his deck.
It looks like Adam's managing to get some scions, a bit of water lightning funness.
Yeah, so
I'd be interested to see how his that Xenos does as well, because that's
yeah, Paul just chucking in that mist, even though he's not playing any water cards, just because it's a 0 costed, enters the field, and 0 costed warp effect. That when you lose counters, you can have a look at the top card of your deck. Ooh, so I've got the Spiritus as well. Needs to be hoping he doesn't draw backwards and hits the Spiritus before he hits the Xenos.
Yeah, that would be kind of unfortunate.
We got some fish fans in the chat as well.
Woo!
I'm a fish fan. I'm definitely a fan of fish.
My Welsh accent is pretty unique because I'm from Cardiff.
Cardiff.
Yeah.
It's definitely better than my Welsh accent, that's for sure.
Well, as you're a Bristolian, right?
I am Bristolian. I'm not even going to try and do a Bristol accent on stream.
Couple of my friends are Bristolians. Lovely fellas.
Lovely fellas. They got proper like farmers' accents.
No,
not like that.
My sister's fella does.
Really?
He's a proper Bristolian.
Oh, yeah. Some of the people I worked with last year had some great Bristolian accents. I love it.
Always driving.
A little bit of home.
Bit of driving a combine harvester.
Oh, yeah. I love it. Gert Lash as well. Everyone say Gert Lash over in Bristol.
What?
It's not just Lash, it's Gert Lash.
I know that the Welsh can't talk when we say, like, whose coat's that jacket, and I'll be there now in a minute. But what the hell is Gert Lash?
So Gert Lash is very, very good. And it's so named because there's a sandwich shop called Gert Lash.
Right, okay.
And they do wicked sandwiches.
There you go, guys. For anyone else,
we've got
that's
some Bristolians in the chat as well. All right, my lover. That's a very Bristolian phrase, that. I've had many a person say that to me over the years.
Whose coat's that jacket? Hang on, I can do a bit. Whose coat's hanging on the floor over there?
Yeah, I think that works.
Whose coat's that jacket?
Okay, so Paul just chucking in summons to see if he can load his break zone for that Fosoya. So this is the Fosoya that I believe if you have 2 summons in your break zone, when it enters you can draw a card.
Why guess,
and when he attacks, why guess when we can just get it up on the card browser. So yeah, 2 summons you get to draw a card to replace itself, but when it attacks you can cast that summon of cost 2 or less without paying the cost, and he's got 3, maybe I can't see what the 4th summon. It looks like a wind summon of some shape or description.
I think Paul was eyeing up the fat chocobo, so because he did pull that.
Yeah, maybe he's just chucking it in as a thing that he can just discard. Mm-hmm. But I like the look of Paul's deck here.
I'm loving the look of Adam's. I think at some point will we ever see a playable Emperor that isn't, the dark one? That's the question.
Both going in for 2 Sephiroths. Excellent choice of cards. Has Adam got himself a Johnny as well? Because if so, I think he has the... Is that Johnny? A bit of glare.
No.
I think.
Where are you looking now?
I think this card down here might be Johnny.
I think you are. You are.
The bottom of Adam's playmat looks like he has got a Johnny. I think it's foil because it's getting some serious glare. So it looks like both players might be able to be two colours in big quotation marks, because Paul is splashing in all sorts of different summons to try and play off that for Sawyer. And you are right, it was the Fat Chocobo, the one that's 8 CP. That I don't think he's going to be getting off other than just discarding 4 CP.
Got some friends from work in chat saying Johnny looks like one of my other friends. Yes, I kind of agree.
There's nothing quite like playing which Final Fantasy card do you look like.
Now, for the people that obviously I know don't know the game, today will be a game of 40 card to 50 card decks, no limit, between that. First to 6 damage rather than the usual 7, and yeah, pretty much anything out of the 9 packs to build a deck.
Yeah, so if you're new to the game and you're tuning in with this, decks tend to be made up of lots of different types of characters. You have your forwards, which are your beefcakes that try and swing in, and they're the ones that will be doing damage to your opponent or to opponents' forwards. Backups, these are the ones that help you pay for those forwards by producing things called crystal points or CP to help pay for the cost, which is the number you can see in the top left. And then for extra flavour, we got extra things such as summons and monsters, which are sort of bonus side characters and casting effects like spells that can do all sorts of goodness when used.
Now, yes, it may look like 52 card pickup to the layman's in the chat, but they are just building a deck at the moment so they can actually play the game. So
sometimes Final Fantasy games do feel a bit like 52 card pickup. If you ever sat down playing a Cat 13 player, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes,
looking over at Fish,
yes.
PTSD inbound for Fish.
Oh mate, when you play it 4 times in a major tournament and it stomps you every time, it's not fun.
I'm sorry for bringing it up, man.
No,
I'm sorry for bringing
fine.
it up. We'll move on quickly.
Mate, we wouldn't be doing this gig right now if someone else didn't fail to make top cuts.
Yeah,
so,
true. Yeah, this stream has been born out of both of our failings, and what a beautiful birth it has been.
Yeah, someone ambushed me half cut saying, "Hey, we're gonna stream the top cut of a tournament." Sure, doing it hungover.
That was me, and I'm so glad he said yes. There was a point where we were both in the pub on the Saturday night, looking at each other. I was like, "We can do this, man. This will be a lot of fun." And you very jokingly were like, "Yeah, all right, let's do it." And the next morning, you were a bit nervous, but we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, everyone's got their personal favourites when it comes to cards, but there's no definitively best card, I would say. It depends what your decks and element combinations you're playing. I mean, there are cards that have been out since the first set, like Shantotto, that will always see play, I think, unless it ever gets banned. So.
Yeah, true. So yeah, let us know where you're tuning in from. Kenny tuning in from Cymru using his dad's Wi-Fi. Rate that. Let us know where else in the world you guys are tuning in from. It'd be great to hear from you. Great to hear what your thoughts on this.
I'm slightly psychic. I think some of them are from London.
Yeah.
And some of them are from like Devon way.
These your mates.
Yeah.
Insider knowledge.
I force them to watch every week. You know.
Yeah. Lightning cards are in a good place this set. I think they got some nice things. I pulled that mirror on the weekend, the Lightning Legend, which was quite cool, but not quite enough monsters to pull it off. I never quite pulled it off on the weekend. But some cool looking cards this set. That Estinian as well. Absolute beast when it comes down.
I actually can't even remember what it does. Let's see if I can spell it.
Let's get this up. This is the poster boy. If you're pulling this, there's a full art version.
Signed as well, right?
No signature on this, but
okay.
it's special foiling. So the Nidhogg, who is like dragon in the background, is actually further away, or the whole card is zoomed out a little bit more so you can see the Nidhogg. And there's a bit of a 3D type picture, so special foiling that you won't find on any other type of card. 1 in every 60 boxes, and there's what, 32 packs in a box?
Yeah.
No, 36 packs in a box. So 36 times by 60, that is a hell of a lot of packs.
But again, I've seen it up online already for £800.
Yeah, so it's 1 in every 2,000 packs you can pull out Estinian. But yeah, so that is the chase card for this set. Very good looking card, and it's strong. It is strong. For me, this card perfectly encapsulates the Dragoon mechanic of jump. So for those of you who are familiar with the Final Fantasy games, Dragoon is a class found in a lot of Final Fantasy games where they have this ability called jump, where they go in the air, often miss a turn, and then come back down doing damage. And that's what Estinian does with his 1 CP, warp 1. He gets removed from the game, and the next turn is coming into the field. And when he does, he is getting the ability to attack twice with Brave. And when he attacks, he gets a whopping 10k power and first strike, which is madness. Essentially, you're getting 2 free points of damage.
Yeah, and when you only can go to 6, it's hard to deal with. 18k, never going to get smashed first turn.
Which feels absolutely busted until your opponent plays this Ramza, which is what I was finding on the weekend. Is I had this Estinian, and the number of times I was like, warp the Estinian, and then on their turn, they then played the Ramza, and I was like, oh, cool.
One legend.
And here he comes, coming to complain.
I got 3 in my pre-release kit.
What did you get in yours?
I got the Demon, Tifa, and the Fiend.
And full art Setzer.
Yeah.
So very sick.
Thanks for handing me that box, Paul.
Yeah, great.
Appreciate it.
Paul is whining, but we all know he pulled the full art lock. It's there, immortalised on YouTube, so no complaints.
Hey, can you hear that, Jacko? It sounds like tiny violin music.
Okay. But we like the look of your deck. I like the fact you've been able to keep most of the 2 elements. Now we've got you here. Let us know. We've been talking about your deck building strategy, but what are your thoughts about your deck you've got for us today?
So Fasoya's a really, really good card.
Yep.
And I won't be able to draw cards, but all the summons in this are heroes.
Yeah.
So that's why I put in a bunch of junk ones, which I can't really cast, but Mateus maybe.
But you can catch them. You can cast them off the Fasoya, and they're all excellent summons to be casting.
Yeah, but I do really need 2 in the bin. But otherwise, it's not too bad. I curved out into like something like 17 backups between the 2 elements.
Which is excellent. The consistency being able to keep 2 elements is really good. That Estinian as well put in some serious work on the weekend, so that's a nice pull.
Huge removal
so I know
there as well.
Yeah, Ramza, we were saying this earlier, Ramza MVP I think for me on the weekend. That card is excellent.
Yeah.
As is that Palom. That Palom I found was really good as well. A 2 CP basically kill on entry is excellent. Ifrit in there as well. You've got some gas in the tank.
Yeah.
I like the look of your deck.
There's a lot of removal. I just got to be quite angry, I think. That's why I was wanting to keep it just down to the elements possible. I'd say I'm not massively a big fan of having to play the unicorn and the Chonkabow, but it is what it is, isn't it? Like, I might be able to cast the others, so it might be worthwhile down the line. It is what it is. I'm not massively happy with having to. We were just talking about this when going through his just now. Is it worth playing Angeal? But I think it is because of the combat trick, at least.
Yeah, okay.
So he can still swing, he can still do damage, but if he can't be targeted, because you can also give something 3k.
Yeah. The double Sephiroth is nice as well. It may come up later, but I had this on the weekend. With that Johnny card, having a Sephiroth in bin, being able to use Johnny to get back a Sephiroth and S effect to get removal.
Yeah.
So getting 2 copies of that is very good.
I think being able to just cast it, 7k doesn't matter.
I had 2 copies in my deck on the weekend, and I never warped it. I just hard cast it, and it never felt bad. I killed Astinians with it. I killed lots of other good troublesome cards. So yeah. Outside of this format, I don't know how much play it sees, but I do think it is excellent right now.
To be honest, I knew it was going to be fire the moment I saw 2 Hedgehog Pies.
Yeah.
The card's insane.
Especially coming that with your Mont Blanc that you've got, that's going to be coming down, dealing 5k. And lots of 5ks in there. So I had someone go aggressive at me on the weekend, put a Ramza down early with a crystal backup to get damage in. And I had no forwards on board, and I was like, fine, I just played Mont Blanc on curve and killed the Ramza.
Yeah.
You've lost that extra bonus effect from Ramza. So yeah, those Mont Blancs I think will do work for you, hopefully today as well.
And the Barret and the Red 13, it's not a huge 7 contingent, but it's something. The body's still good, 3k is not bad, but obviously we might be able to get 3k to turn into 8 or something like that, depending on what we've got. But, it's all a bit of a laugh, that's what we got.
Cool, we're going to get Paul to scooch over. We got Adam joining us. Adam, we've loved seeing you build your deck there. Talk us through about your mentality, your thoughts on the box, and where you think your deck's going to be going.
So pretty happy with the box first of all. I think I like 3 legends. So there's Yuna and Xenos and Locke as well, which
Nice.
is great.
Yeah.
So as I was building it, I saw on the first I did was just eliminate the colours I couldn't do anything with.
Sure.
But win cards were pretty not great. And Earth I got 4 Sonon, but no.
Melfi,
I can't remember her name, but the 3 cost that goes with her.
Yeah, Melfi. I think that's in wins.
So done that, so that didn't work. So then I just got left with what's left. Then I looked at what was left. I had 3 Waka there, so that was a pretty good start for water.
Yeah, nice.
And I got some filtering there to a Waka and a Loperate, so it was okay with that.
Yeah, I think the Loperate is very good. A lot of people using that card on the weekend. Nice way of just flicking through your deck, especially in formats like this where you are quite limited on what's good and what's bad. I think we were just talking to Paul about this as well, because he's got a couple of copies, but the Sephiroth I think is actually very good in this format, especially having 2 copies with the Johnny being able to get it back to do SFX, and the Ramza as well. You've got a copy of that. So
Sephiroth, you're just okay to pay 7 with that. It's just sometimes it's just fine, just pay 7, break it forward.
I think we were saying as well, I don't think I used it all the time on the weekend. I don't think I paid its warp cost once. I just hard cast it. But talks about the Xenos, because I think that card is really nice. Nice little pull, that Dark Legend. What are your thoughts on it?
Oh yeah, it's great. I'm not sure it's going to be in standard. I think it's going to be strong, but I don't know. Time will tell. But limited, it's just great. It's just it's pretty much just kill 2 3-drops, which is just good. No matter what.
Yeah.
It's just overstat for its cost. It's just nice.
Yeah, and there's not much break zone hate in this set, so you're pretty sure you're going to be able to get him down, and eventually when he dies, you'll be able to cast him again. So getting 2 copies of him is really really nice. So.
And I've got Nurionji as well, so it kind of synergizes with that a little bit too.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, very nice. And I think a good one for Orange as well is any cards with warp. So, did you get any warp cards in there? I guess Sephiroth would be one of them.
There's, I think, got a copy of Mist.
Nice. Yeah.
So I got the 2 Sephiroths. So a few things, not tons, but enough to be okay.
So being able to keep it just the 2 elements then, just the lightning and water.
Yeah, that was that was one of the tricky ones, because I could put the fire cards there. What could have been? Yeah. So I got the garlands and the Moros are great, but my problem is I've only got 3 fire backups, and 2 of them are blacksmith, which is just
it doesn't feel good.
Yeah. If I had 1 more fire backup, I would probably go 3 color.
Yeah.
Who knows? After the first round, I might even just switch out a bunch of cards and put in fire instead. See how it goes.
Yeah. No, but I'm liking the look of your deck. I think you've got a nice backup line.
Oh yeah.
The Spiritus as well. It'd be interesting to see if you can get some shenanigans off with that. That would be cool to see.
I've got 2 Ninja and 2 Oracle as well, so nice. I should have enough crystals the whole time.
Yeah, so really cool. So being able to having an extra use for those crystals for that 5k power buff is going to be hopefully really relevant. Like you said, you've got think it's the ninjas, the oracles. Spiritus himself gains a crystal.
That's true.
And then you got no real way of using it outside of Spiritus as well, because and the Ramza you want to be seeing crystal. So yeah, I definitely think that I should be getting off later. So
that's one problem with sealed in this format. With the pre-release in this set is that there's like not that many crystal payoffs. Like there's loads of ways to generate crystals, but outside of like Cecil. Is there any further things I can think of? There's not very many ways to spend them.
We just had a chat with Paul as well. Palom is quite a good one, but again, it commits you into playing fire.
Yeah.
The materia is actually a very good one as well. A way of utilising crystals. Obviously, can't use that and the Spiritus.
Yeah. If I hadn't got the Xenos, I would have been a tough call between Spiritus and materia, because like they're both just like they're good once you've got once the game's just kind of going. Sometimes you have some free resources. Just tap materia, don't spend a crystal, and get a card essentially. It's really good.
Yeah, definitely the nature of sealed in that environment where things get locked down. You've only got so many good cards because you're only limited to what you've pulled. So being able to dig for those cards with materia can be very strong. But I definitely think you've got a good thing going with the Xenos and the Spiritus. So looking forward to watching you. Hope to get you on stream later, see the deck in action. That'd be wicked. Any closing thoughts from yourself about the deck before we let you shoot off and compose yourself?
I think it's incredible that I've actually this might be the first pre-release ever I've been able to make a 2-color deck. You normally don't have enough good cards and a forward backup something like that, but the plans seem to have aligned. So look forward to seeing what this deck can do.
Awesome, cool. Well, best of luck. We will catch you later, hopefully, and we are going to get Fish to slide back in with me. Any thoughts on that? Anything to add?
Mate, I'm looking forward to seeing these two decks in action. They look really well put together for something that can be just put on off the cuff,
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to see the Xenos in action. That's my biggest call out, I think. And maybe the Estinian, would love to see that going. So, I guess we just wait for the pairings.
Cool, nice one.